there, Lynx here, and welcome to more of Sakura Forest Girls. We've been through quite a hard time in the last episode with the priestess being annoying as heck, and I imagine she will continue to being that. But still, let's find out. And that more or less sums the matters up, so will you consent to help us? You may be our only hope when it comes to besting these slimes. Or, you know, we could get Maia out of the trap. Still. What? I don't know. Anna looks at her lap. Her eyes are cloudy. Her face full of familiar self-doubt. This is quite a lot to take in. I know the village is under attack, but I did not realize the situation is this dire. It is most concerning. I pray that the village will be safe, its people too, but... She bites her lower lip. I don't think I would be of much use. I'm not a fighter. I can use the spirit like Yaya, and my magic is not half so strong as Maia's. Probably not even quarter so strong. I don't know. Anyway, I would only be a liability where I go to the front lines. I'm sure I would hold everybody up. I apologize, but please. Anna bows her blue eyes, heavy with anxiety. Don't expect too much of me. I'm not as special as you seem to think I am. Other than my hair, I'm quiet, unremarkable. I know. I frowned. I knew she would react like this, which is precisely why I asked Imala if I could tag along. Aiyana's never had much or any faith in herself, perhaps because she was treated like a leper while growing up. She was shunned by the people of our village since she was born, which resulted in her low self-esteem. It's sad. That's sad. Aiyana is quick to denigrate her own abilities. I actually do the same thing. Always. But I think she's mistaken. I'm not mistaken about mine. She's stronger than she thinks. If she wasn't, she never would have been able to traverse the land looking for Koko. She needs to know how far she's come and how proud of her I am. Don't say such things about yourself, Aiyana. I take her shoulders in my hands and give them a squeeze. I don't squeeze hard enough to hurt, but I'm hoping to instill some sense into her. She is mired in fear and self-doubt right now. I can see it in her eyes. If things continue as they are, she'll have a panic attack. Or something like that. As her best friend, I can't afford to let that happen. You're not unremarkable, and you're definitely not a liability. You are a brave, strong woman, so don't be so down on yourself. That's very kind of you, Yaya, but you would say that you're my friend. I know you mean to console me, but empty platitudes can't change the truth. Imala wants me to fight. She thinks I can fend off the slimes, but she's mistaken. I can do anything. And besides, she's a goddamn liar, so I'm still shy, awkward girl I always was. I've not changed at all. No, you're wrong. You have changed. You left our village of your half-court, and you've been doing your best to find Koko ever since. You're incredible, Aiyana, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm telling the truth. Don't let your insecurities blind your reality. Yeah. Pink girl, shut the hell up. Don't say a word, by the way. Aiyana looks at me tremulously. Beneath a sweep of silver lashes, she blinks, then swallows. She looks so vulnerable. I want to hold her to my chest and embrace her. But I know appearances can be deceiving. Maia, for instance, seems like an ordinary woman, but she's in fact a powerful witch. Anna, meanwhile, might look weak, but in actuality she's anything but. A weak person would never have been able to accomplish all you have. I'm worried afraid of the unknown, but you're not the only one. Most people are. But you haven't let that stop you yet. You might not believe in you, but I do. I'm sure you can do this. Believe in me that believes in you. This is basically that line, right? I don't know. Shut up! Imala, no one asked you! Go away! Why do you take it from me? Nobody else. You are a filthy liar, so go away. Imala intercepts, still smiling coyly. I am Princess Ari's High Priestess. And a shady person, so... I'm highly sensitive to the mana that flows in the air, and the mana which flows in other people. No one asked. I could sense immense power radiating from your visage the moment our eyes first locked. No one asked you. Go away. You are much stronger than you think, little shaman. Go away. It can't be. And I glanced away, abashed. If that was true, how could I be unaware of it? I'm sensitive to mana myself, but I cannot use any real magic. I'm not half so talented as Maia. The most I can do is make tonics. That may be true for the present, but that's only because you have been suppressing your true powers. I still don't believe her. Like, why would you trust that woman? I heard that you were discriminated against your village because of your unusual hair. Anna flinches but remains quiet. Who told you that, you bitch? After being tormented so, it is any wonder you would seal away your powers. You suppressed them unwittingly for years and years. That kinda makes sense, but... You know, it's her saying that. As such, you have no conception of your own abilities. As a mage myself, it upsets me that you've been tormented so. But you have not released your true potential, it remains within you, like an oasis. If you wish, you can tap into it at any time you so desire. In fact, Imala pressed finger against her lower lip in thought. Perhaps you have tapped into it before, and you never realized. Huh? Oh, that's right, the ritual! I look at Anna, my fingers still digging into her bare shoulders. Do you remember when we performed the ritual with Maia? I bet you used your powers then, but since Maia was the one leading the ritual, we never noticed. You must have helped us find Koko! Except we haven't found her yet, but okay. But we didn't find her. See? She already vacated this village when we arrived. Anna still looks dubious, but I think I might be able to talk to her around. She isn't traveling anymore, at least. I'm not sure if this will work, but... Anna draws in her breath, then looks to Imala. No, not to look at her! Don't look at that liar! You said there's no other option. I'm afraid not. Maia has been incapacitated because of you, and the village's guards are not strong enough to drive the slaves away on their own. Indeed, to borrow your magical energy, Anna, the whole village is counting on you. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, while priestesses are useless. And in anime, now that I think about it, completely makes sense. Even without lying that I wouldn't like her. I don't like priestesses in general. They are useless. They are always healers. Healers are useless. You might be thinking, oh, but who will heal the party and so on. Cool, but, you know, they are the weakest spot as well. So, whoever attacks the priestess or a healer, and you are done. You are pretty much done. If you are in a fight yourself, you have to be able to heal yourself as well. That's how it should be about. That's what it should be about. You can't be a one-trick pony. Anyway. Anna's voice trails off. She inhales, perhaps in an attempt to steady herself. Besides, maybe you have seen me playing some games like... What was the one the dev actually answered me and was like, oh boy, no one has ever played this game like this before. Why? Because I basically did not heal almost at all. What was this game's title? It was a pretty lengthy one as well, from itch.io. And you probably have heard a little bit of video right now because I entered the territory of YouTube. We did not play it this year. This was 2021. Echo of the Void. That was the one. That was the one. Sure, I used heals from time to time, but for me it was okay. And every single person in my team has to be able to attack and deal damage. That's what it's about. You're a healer, learn to attack. Anyway. Otherwise, you're useless to me. Anyway. Anna's voice trails off, she inhales, perhaps in an attempt to steady herself. Then she nods. Alright, I'll do my best. I have no faith in my own abilities, but I do have faith in you, yeah. If you think I can do it, then I must at least try. I would never wish to let you down, not when you have done so much for my sake. You really are my best friend. I hope we are not doing a ritual with that piece of garbage, to be honest. There we go, you look lovely, dear. Yeah, but why again something on the hair? Or head, what should I say? Anyway, Imala threads a golden diadem through Aiyana's white tresses, then steps back, one hand beneath her chin as she surveys her handiwork. Imala has outfitted Aiyana in tight red dress made of patterned fabric. The dress is held in a place with straps of shimmering gems about the shoulders, and her wrists and head are adorned with the golden ornaments. Aiyana looks even more beautiful than she did during Maia's ritual. I need to have a look again. I don't remember. No. It's CG's Sakura Forest Girls. Whoop. Aiyana. Where is the ritual? Where is the ritual? Wait, was there no ritual pictures? There was. No, this was not the ritual. Wait, was there no CG for the ritual? I thought there was. Oh, there was. Yeah. No, I like the previous one better. Definitely. Imala has a crappy sense of fashion as well. She's bad at everything, basically. Anyway, I don't know much about clothes, but I do have eyes, and I can say this for certain. Aiyana is utterly adorable. Okay, with that I agree as well. But the previous one was better. The clothes. If our current situation wasn't so dire, I'd attempt to pull her into my arms and give her a big hug. But that will have to wait until the slimes are defeated. If they are. Thank you for letting me this dress, Imala. Aiyana fiddles with the hem anxiously, her eyes half lidded. Well, it is very pretty. I don't understand why you had me wear it. What is it for? That is a good question, my dear shaman. Imala smiles gently, which is probably not possible. Oh my god. When I get on someone's case, I will not stop. I'm sorry, but that is how it is. This is a very special dress which I made with my own 2 hands. Dubbed. The fabric is imbued with mana and it should help amplify your magical powers. Do you feel at all stronger is gone? No. I'm not sure. My skin does seem to be tingling. But it's probably because you've done a bad job with the material. As it should, but a sign that the dress is having its intended effect. Or you freaked up the material. Now let us be on our way. We must best the slimes. I would like to give you more time to mentally prepare, but that is a luxury we do not have at the present. You must make haste. Alright, I'll do my best. Aiyana inhales deeply, then follows Imala outside the tent. I accompany them, silently, cheering Aiyana on all the while. I'm sure she can do this. She might be a bit shy, but there is nobody more incredible than Aiyana. Here should be a good spot as any to begin. Perhaps. Imala comes to a halt outside the village walls, where the guards are continuing to fight. They look tired and run down, but still they continue to fight. They're determined to protect their village, severely outnumbered, for they are. Oh my! The sight of the gleaming weapons and the advancing slimes momentarily gives Aiyana pause. I'm afraid she might lose her nerve again, but the guard's determination seems to span her onwards. She narrows her eyes. If they are working so hard to privilege, I must follow suit. I would feel awful if I allowed them to suffer without lifting a finger to help. Well said. Imala nods approvingly. Fortunately for you, Aiyana, you needn't get directly involved in this fray. Lifting your fingers is all you need to do to bring keys to this destruction. What? Really? Aiyana blinks curiously. What will you have me do? We need only press our palms together like so. Oh, no. No, that's bullshit. Oi! Oi! That bitch! Imala holds her palms aloft, and Aiyana meets them with her own. They stand together by the village gates, both attired in their sumptuous red gowns, their all golden ornamentations glinting in the sunlight. Imala looks proud and regal, whereas Aiyana looks faintly anxious. Her arms tremble when she swallows. I can see her slender throat convulsing. Now what must you do? Now we must do nothing more than pray. Ready? Pray. Yeah, indeed. Let's pray together for the destruction of these slimes. If we pray fervently enough, the spirits shall hear our pleas. Then we shall be granted salvation. Yeah, right. Sure. We don't need to focus. Imala's grey eyes fall shut, her long lashes matting together. Her chest rises and falls with regular breaths, and a smile plays about her lips. You wanna think to look at her peaceful countenance that a battle is being waged not so far away. She seems completely at her ease. Aiyana, by contrast, is more awkward, her blue eyes dart hither and thither, her brow furrowed. But after a pause, she too begins to relax. She inhales deeply, then focuses her eyes. Her palms are pressed flush against Imala's. Their bodies are so close. Now their chests are pushing together. I'm gonna kill that priestess later, by the way. I'm entirely jealous of this intimacy. I'm gonna destroy that priestess, honestly. But I remind myself, that's by the way Yaya's thinking, don't worry. She shares my thoughts, by the way. But I remind myself they are doing this out of necessity. This is more than a bit of feminine bonding. They are both praying fervently, from the bottom of their hearts, for the salvation of this village. Ari? Okay. Imala? No. Okay? Honestly. Yeah. Definitely. Like... Anyway, seconds pass. The wind stirs the hem of Imala's dress and Aiyana's hair. For a while, nothing seems to happen, but then...
The slimes! I don't believe it! They're starting to disappear!
A shocked cry from one of the warriors drifts to me on the breeze. I turn to look at them. The warriors are bruised and dirty from their skirmish, their fingers still gripping their weapons tight. They're pointing their swords and spears at the slimes, but they are no longer attacking. They no longer need to. True to the warriors' words, the slimes are beginning to disperse on their own. Their bodies are breaking apart and scattering like a dandelion clogs.
What's happening? Is it magic?
It's a miracle!
This must be Imala's work, only she's capable of such feats.
No, she's not. Not on her own. Well, Imala isn't the high priestess for nothing. So long as we have our village will never come to any harm. Dubbed. So there she's a strange woman. Oh, Imala isn't alone. Oh, look over there. Exactly! It's the white-haired girl! She helped Imala defeat the slimes? I didn't think she was much of a fighter, but she's really doing her best. It's incredible! She's much stronger than their useless witch! This bastard! Hey! The useless witch, namely Maia, pouts, stood on all fours within the wooden prison, which was made by the villagers and that stupid priestess, and they never informed you about that. That's right, they never told us that there were traps around the village. Never. I resent that. I'm on Maia's side. The slimes have almost disappeared! Our village is safe again! The slimes are more or less gone now. They fade away like a sea foam and scatter into the air. All the while Aiyana continues to kick her arms, pressed to Imala's. Imala's expression is untroubled, like a clear lake, but Aiyana seems to be struggling. Sweat is beginning to bed upon her brow, and her legs are quivering. I don't know how exactly she's defeating these monsters, but it seems to be taking a toll on her. Can she keep this up? I don't want Aiyana hurting herself. Aiyana, that's enough. It's more than enough. The slimes are gone now. You did it. You saved the day. You're amazing. Oh, yeah. Aiyana's arms fall to her sides, heavy and unresponsive like bundles of twigs. She turns to me, her blue eyes vague and unfocused. A small, weak smile crosses her lips. I'm so happy to hear that. I guess I'm not worthless after all. Then, with a soft sigh, Aiyana pitches forwards. Aiyana! I hasten to catch her before she can fall headfirst into the dirt. Aiyana, Aiyana, hey, oi! I call to her anxiously, my fingers threading through her white hair. Her throat is alarmingly hot, and it's bedded with sweat. Her face seems drained of all the color, and she's shivering. Imala, you bitch! I glare at Imala, my face a mask of frenzied concern. What's going to happen here? She will be alright, won't she? Huh? She'll be fine, do not fret so. I would never have suggested the ritual had I thought about her. I highly doubt that! But it has hurt her, bitch! She's passed out! In the gist, it must have been hard for her, channeling so much magical power. But it's only temporary. Imala smiles. She will awaken soon enough, and she will, I grant, be more or less like her usual self. She may have a fever for a few days, but that is all. There is no cause for concern. Yes, there is! I can't help but be concerned, given Aiyana's precarious state. But to my relief, Aiyana doesn't remain comatose. Her eyelids crack open. She blinks her pale eyelashes, fluttering, then meets my gaze with her own. Yaya. Aiyana, thank goodness! I'm so glad you're alright. How do you feel? Is your body weak? Do you need to see a shaman? A sage? You don't feel like you're going to throw up, do you? I have a bit of a headache, and my lips are somewhat heavy. Aiyana winces, her body still cradled in my arms. But other than that, I should be fine. I want to make you smile, Maia, so please, don't look at me with those sad eyes. It makes me feel like I've done something wrong. Oh no. Of course you haven't. Please don't get the laughter. The laughter is a bad sign. If the turns into we are in bad spot. I wasn't upset because of anything you've done. I was upset on your behalf. Now that I think about it. Exactly. Why is my one? Oh yeah, I did something during the stream with the webcam, didn't I? Anyway. I don't want to see you get hurt. I think a bit of pain is inevitable, given the world we live in. But there's nothing. It was worth it, I think, to protect this village. Anna's fingers find mine. She gives them a squeeze, all while serving me with a tremulous smile. So do you think? Was I cool? Yeah, you were. I think you're really amazing, Aiyana. Thank you. I think you're amazing too. Well, thanks. That's very sweet, but we don't have time to trade compliments. We need to get you to the shaman. They should be able to patch you up. Right. That is a good idea. I'm not sure if I can walk right now for, Anna looks at me shyly. Would you mind escorting me, Yaya? Of course! It'd be my pleasure! Oh, Yaya, thank you! Anna clings to me, her face full of gratitude. You really are the best friend a girl like me could hope for. Wait, what? Like in the hand, right, Princess Carrie? Wait, what? Just a friend? Drops. Anyway. Meanwhile, just beyond the village gates. Hey guys, have you forgotten about somebody? I'm still trapped in this rotten cage. Won't somebody please come and rescue me? It's so humiliating. Really? She's been left there? God damn it. With the threat of the attacking slimes neutralized, life in our village regains its former normalcy. The slimes were unable to breach the village walls, and as such, the village is unscathed. Alas, the village's defenses did take a bit of battering. Several booby traps were set off, including the wooden cage Maia found herself caught up in, and the sections of the wall are in disrepair. A handful of village warriors meanwhile suffered injuries. One warrior broke her leg, while another has a few fractured ribs. Okay. Nobody died, thank goodness, and none of these injuries are fatal, but the village's shamans are kept busy tending to the wounded in their tents. The shamans also tend to Aiyana, who was left exhausted after the day's happenings. She takes a tonic to restore the stamina and spends most of the day asleep. I feel tired myself, but I don't sleep. I'm too full of restless energy. I help the warriors unscathed by the day's skirmish repair the village walls for want of something to do. I have to keep myself occupied. When the sun sets, Ari summons Aiyana, Maia, and I to her tent. Wait, what? Ari, okay, and I to her tent for a talk. Aiyana has since then recovered from her previous malady. She looks much the same as always, if a touch more tired. I guess Imala was right, participating in the ritual, if it can be called as such, doesn't seem to have had any lasting ill effects. Imala might not be completely untrustworthy after all. She is though. She is on the dark list, blacklist. Just look at that. I mean, so not trustworthy as a smile. Anyway, we find Ari sitting in the council chamber upon her cushioned straw divan. The fragrance of flowers hangs in the air, and the furnishings of her chamber are as sumptuous as I remember. Ari too looks as she always does. Her chestnut curls tumble about her shoulders, smooth and silky, and she wears upon her head the golden jewel-inlaid diadem. She looks cool and calm, every inch a perfect ruler. One would never think to look at her peaceful countenance that anything at all amiss happened this morning. I thought she might look more anxious, but it seems I was mistaken. I'm sure deep down, Ari is just as concerned, if not more, about the safety of her people than I am. But she wears a smile despite all of that. Ari's composure might seem cold, but I guess it's a necessity. It is a ruler's duty to remain calm in the face of adversity. If Ari could not keep a clear head, her people would probably begin to panic. You know what? Actually, I would say she's not that great of a ruler. I'm gonna be honest. A ruler should be on the lines with the supposed army, which shows a lot about also current presidents and so on. You know, always hiding behind. Well, except for the one, right? Lately, at least from what we see, kind of. Maybe not front lines, but he's definitely participating. Anyway. Imala meanwhile sits by Ari's side. She is no longer attired in her ritual clothes, but in her simple brown garb. Upon her face she wears a coy smile, as per usual. She looks quite smug, like a cat who's caught a juicy mouse. I suppose she would be pleased given the instrumental role she played in protecting the village. If it weren't for Imala's quick thinking, yeah, sure, the five of us might not be right here now in Ari's beautiful council chamber. The village walls would have fallen, and the whole village would have been destroyed. I mean, maybe they won't, if they wouldn't trap Maia, there wouldn't be any problem at all, given that she was doing a good job there with annihilating the slimes. Once she got trapped by village's freaking cage she didn't know about, the army got pretty much wrecked. So, yeah. Anyway, as much as I had to admit it, Imala did an okay job keeping abreast of the situation. Just okay. Close to average. I wonder if Ari means to give her some kind of reward. Kick her out of the village. That may explain why she looks so pleased. Well met, brave adventurers. It is good to see you again. I'm glad you are unscathed following the day's tumultuous events. I must thank you from the bottom of my heart for protecting the village. Ari bows her head. Thank you, Maia, for using your magic against those monsters. Thanks, I guess. I didn't do that much for... I wasn't able to show my cool side at all. Because someone didn't inform me about the defenses. And the traps of the defenses and so on. I'm woefully disappointed in my poor performance. Be that as it may, you did not bulk from the enemy. You faced them head on, and for that I commend you. Okay. Big plus for Ari. The same can be said of you, Yaya. Thank you for taking up your spear for the sake of our village. Your valiant efforts are most appreciated. Thanks, Ari. That's really nice of you, but I'm not the one who deserves your praise. You should be complimenting Aiyana over here instead. Aiyana's been hanging back anxiously, trying to hide behind my shoulder, but I can't have doing that. I don't want her to go unrewarded. I stood behind Aiyana, didn't grab hold of her bared shoulders. Yeah. Aiyana squeaks alarmed and glances at me from over her shoulder. What are you doing? Ensure that you get the praise you deserve. I thrust Aiyana forward, presenting her like a present to Ari and grin. This cutie here did all the real work. It's thanks to her we are finally able to get rid of those slimes. You should tell her how amazing she is. You should never believe it herself. She's way too much, but a compliment or two might be more coming from you, your highness. No, that isn't true. I'm not deserving of such high praise. If it weren't for you, I would not have been able to work up the courage to stand off against those monsters. I'm not half as brave as you or Maia. I'm still a hopeless coward. You're a scaredy cat, but you swallowed your fears and you gave it your all. I think that is impressive. Yes, indeed. True bravery is measured not by one's willingness to run headlong into danger, but one's ability to face up to their own fears. If assessed by that metric, it seems readily apparent you are the bravest of us all. Do not be so modest, Aiyana. You did a splendid job. She certainly did. She certainly did. I concur. Your help was a huge boon, Aiyana, for you yourself may not realize it. I give you permission, as a princess, to be proud of yourself. You deserve it. She does. She definitely does. In recognition of your services, I shall compensate the three of you. I shall shower you with gold and jewels, as befitting of true heroes. That's not what we are here for. Oi, have you forgotten what we came here for? Huh? We are not staying. We are looking for Koko. We have no intention of staying in the village. Okay? Give me the information that we came here for. You have earned it. Your Highness, you're too kind. Maia grins. I know she's not about to turn her nose up at gift. She's not that magnanimous, but Aiyana looks troubled. You really are too kind. I don't deserve gold or jewels, and I know not what I would do with it. Such fine is wasted upon me, I'm afraid. I would prefer if you could distribute these gifts among your people. Oh, really now? Ari raised an eyebrow. That is so fully thoughtful of you, but it's somewhat disappointing too. As priest I must honor those who serve my village and my people. It is one of my duties. If you were to reject my gift, it would be quite embarrassing. I think you forgot what we wanted for help giving. We've given. Oh no. I would not wish to cause you any problems, Your Highness, so, Aiyana looks at her feet. Her face flashed. If you insist upon acquitting me with gold, I suppose I cannot refuse. I don't think I deserve it, but I'm grateful for your benevolence, truly I am. Unfortunately for you, I'm the one who decides who is worthy of my grace, and who is not. You forget I'm a princess? Yeah, of course, my sister's apologies, yeah. I knew it's in my way, woohoo! Ari giggles. I shall send Imala to your tent later tonight, bearing your rewards. Can it be someone else? Let no more be said about the subject. Let us move on now to the other matters. Imala finally speaks up after a significant silence. She looks to Maia, her lips burst into a thin line. I've heard that the preparations are almost ready for the rain summoning ritual. Oh, you heard correctly. The sunlime's sudden attack did disrupt my plans, but the ritual can still go ahead. I should be able to perform it in 3 days from now. 3? Huh? I see. Imala frowns. That is good news, of course. But are you certain it's a wise idea? You were hurt quite badly when the slime struck. They tormented you. No, they humiliated you. It's your fault. Perhaps you ought to wait until you have fully recovered before conducting this ritual. I would not want further harm befall you. It's so suspicious. Why are you trying to stall? Yeah, thanks. But I feel well enough. The slimes did not cause me any serious harm. I would never bow to a few pesky monsters like them. You said about the day's prior event tells quite a different tale. Oh, no, they don't. Do not dwell upon it. That chapter of my life has been closed. I understand if your faith in me has been shaken. My performance was utterly shameful, but I should not disappoint you again, bitch. I will conduct this ritual, and I will summon forth the rain. Your rivers will once again fill with water, and your crops shall flourish. Probably. Unless you fucked something up again at your freaking banana place. Anyway, your people will have enough to drink, and your famine shall be a thing of the past. Again, I'm saying this. It's Imala's fault, because she's draining the energy from water and so on, right? So, yeah. Anyway, then, your highness, you shall be obliged to tell us where Koko might be, and my party and I continue forth on our journey. You have been very good to us during our stay here, but we have tarried in this village for long enough. I think it is time we say goodbye. Goodbye, is it? Ari echoes my sentiments, her pretty brow furrowed. I suppose that is how things will go, yeah? You've tarried in this village for over a week already, and you must be eager to be on your way. You bet. I can't help but feel guilty for impeding your progress. I've behaved most unfairly. Yeah, no. Yeah, whatever. Once the ritual is done, and the rain has come, I must let you go. I intend to uphold my end of the bargain, but... Ari sighs. Everybody leaves me in the end, no matter how much I care for them. I should be used to it by now, and yet... The princess holds one hand to her chest. It still hurts. Ari knits, her blue eyes, clear and bright like sapphires, begin to cloud over. Are those tears? As princess, Ari tries her utmost to maintain a calm, cool demeanor, but that isn't always possible. She's a human before she's a princess, and she has feelings too. I mean, I feel bad about that, but you know. We want to stay as far away from Imala as possible, so she forces attachments to people easily, like a child might. Then, when the people leave her, she's left feeling lonelier than before. It doesn't seem at all fair that Ari should suffer so much, not when she's so kind-hearted. Oh, we are not jumping to a different scene, okay. A memory surfaces to the front of my mind. I see Ari attired her midnight blue cloak standing atop the hill beyond the village's walls. She confesses to me, one hand upon her heart, as it is now, her chestnut brown hair dancing in the breeze. She takes a step towards me. Then she presses her lips against my own. Her kiss is soft and warm, but there's something desperate about it. It's the kiss of a woman who has known nothing but rejection. And that will continue. As a princess, she is beloved by her villagers. But as first, I pretty much made my choice already, right? We are going. Aiyana is the one. We'll check out the other endings too, but you know, it will be like alternate universe. Anyway, but as person, she's horribly alone. The villagers venerate Ari to such a degree they cannot bring themselves to get close to her. Imala plies Ari with affection, but it's too heavy-handed, almost suffocating. Once Ari had a friend in Koko, but even she betrayed her. That wasn't a betrayal. Now Ari has pledged her heart to me. She said that she loved me. Yada yada. I was unable to answer her feelings positively, knowing that I would soon leave her. But I don't have to go. Yes, you do. I've decided that. Maia's ritual to summon the rain does not need to bring about the end of our relationship. I have my own will and I am more than capable of making my own decisions. I could forget about Koko and forget about my journey and remain in this village with Ari. I could assuage Ari of her loneliness and we could live out the rest of our lives together. But you know, Aiyana, Aiyana. I'm sure I would want for nothing. Living with Princess, I could sleep in Ari's bed, take myself out in jewels, and eat delicious food every day. I don't know that. Maybe the situation will repeat itself again. It doesn't sound like a bad life. In fact, it's quite tempting. I don't know. Ari. I look at the princess, who's doing her best not to cry. She looks so soft and vulnerable. I want to hold her. My resolve is being wavered. What should I do? Oh my god. Oh my god. I need to keep searching for Koko, let's face it. I feel terrible about upsetting Ari. I wish I could tell her what she wants. But staying here would be tantamount to betraying Aiyana. I told her I would help her find Koko. Reneging on this now would in all likelihood cause our relationship irreparable damage. Even if Aiyana did forgive me, I wouldn't forgive myself. I don't like going back on my word. I need to find Koko. I want the three of us to be reunited. Koko, Aiyana, and I. And then we can maybe perhaps return here. And live as villagers or something. But no relationship for. Anyway, I can afford to let anything distract me. I'm sorry, Ari. I say after a pause. I'm very fond of you, and I always cherish the time we've spent together. I've grown to think of you as a dear friend. But I really can't stay here. I need to find Koko. That does not come as a surprise. Painful for our eventual parting will be. I suppose I must learn to make peace with it. I'm a princess. It would be unsightly if I threw a tantrum. You are free to live your own life, unlike me. So you must live as you see fit. It would not be wrong of me if I used my authority to force you to remain here. Wait, what? It would not be wrong of me if I used my authority. That would be very wrong of you. Anyway, I do not want to keep you parted from your friend any longer than necessary. Ari's lower lip quivers. It looks like she might cry, but she's able to still her tears. I'm sure she's in pain, but she forced herself to smile regardless. It's a fragile smile, but I can tell there's a lot of self-control behind it. Ari's using every ounce of strength she has to stop herself from succumbing to despair. This thought makes my heart ache, but not even that is enough to change my mind. That's right. I'm determined to see my journey through until the end. You truly are a wonderful friend, Yaya. I and the Koko are very fortunate to have you. And I too feel very fortunate to have met you. It is a shame you will soon leave, but I do not regret the time we have spent together. Thank you, Yaya, for being so forthright with me. You are one of the only people I know who has ever treated me as an equal. I shall never stop caring for you, no matter where you go. Whether we meet again or not is immaterial. Our hearts shall always be connected. Okay. The days pass slowly, but at long last the night of the ritual arrives, and we'll get to the ritual in the next episode, which I'll be recording at night today. Hope to see you there, but it will be aired on YouTube the next day, of course. So yeah, let's end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was quite interesting. Luckily enough, Imala stopped her bullshitting around to Maia, which is great. Maybe she will become someone somehow acceptable of being around and so on. For now, that's about it. Aiyana came in clutch and pretty much won the battle. She's been the missing piece. Anyway, let's end it. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you consider this video to be kind of entertaining to you, consider liking, of course. If you're not subscribed yet, please do that as well. Maybe comment something. The comment section is missing comments, that's for sure. Also, if you are feeling extremely generous, feel free to drop by my social medias as well, so Twitter, Instagram, and if you want to be in the chat live, go to my Twitch. On Fridays and Saturdays, there are streams over there. For now, it's just Genshin. Eventually, maybe there will be something else. Not Sakura Games 4, because I'm pretty sure Twitch does not allow Sakura Games for some reason. Which is very weird. They allow all those bikinis, but not Sakura Games. Kinda ridiculous, if I have to say myself, but whatever. Anyway, have a good one, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.